Um, Mike, it's been another good week, but I know what you're going to say. It's now time to concentrate on the league, and it's a good trip. Who'd have thought a couple of years ago that you'd be playing Bolton in a League Two game?
Yeah, it's you look at the fixture list of the next two games. You got Bolton and Newcastle. I think we're in the wrong league. Um, it's good. It's good to get up to the Bolton Stadium. Um, Stadium I know quite well. I've still got a house close to there, but I've never played there, so it'll be good to visit it and hopefully pick up the 3 points.
How are you looking squad-wise? I mean, competition for places is fantastic for any manager. You've got it at the moment. You got everyone fit and ready to go?
Yeah, there's one or two out, but nothing. Nobody wasn't available on Tuesday evening, so clean bill of health from that game, and like I said, it's competition for places now.
Yeah. Is the kind of looking at the cup game, the Watford game, is your best thing? I wasn't there, but like with the Swansea game, from everything I've read, it sounds like it was another game where you thoroughly deserved to win. You were the better side. Is the kind of level you're playing at against those sides the most pleasing thing as much as the wins?
Yeah, look, we're putting in some good performances. We're playing against teams who are two leagues above us. One's just come down from the Premier League. The other got to the Championship playoffs. So it's very pleasing. Those two teams they'll have good seasons in the Championship, no doubt. And it's good that we've managed to beat them. And look, it's a credit to the players.
And Newcastle is another great opportunity, another great footballing name coming to Rodney Parade.
Yeah, it's continuing the tradition of us bringing a Premier League team to Rodney Parade every season. And again, Newcastle never had a competitive fixture against them. So it's something that I'm really looking forward to. And also, obviously, going head to head with Steve Bruce on a personal level would be good, because Steve is he's a very good manager, and he's proven that over the clubs he's been with.
And just generally speaking, on the start of the season, I mean, I know all managers strive for perfection. You always want more, but you want kind of no big injuries. You want good form. You want to see your players responding to what you're trying to impart. You must be a very happy, content manager at the moment.
Yeah, but like I said, you said at the beginning, I'm not one to get carried away. Got a really tough game now on Saturday against Bolton. They played quite well against Colchester. Maybe could have got something out of the game, and they'll be trying to make sure they get off to a better start than they did last week. So look, it's going to be tough. They played quite well. They got good players, and I know that they'll hit form soon. I just hope it's after we play them.
I know you're a big follower of Welsh football. Obviously, when County got promoted, it was a bit of a sliding doors moment for what happened to Newport and what happened to Wrexham. It comes to something that this week you've beaten Watford, Premier League team last season, and you're not the headline news by any means. What was your reaction when you saw the Wrexham story?
Well, I think my wife was a little bit more disappointed, to be honest. Ryan Reynolds, he's pleasing on the eye, I think, for the ladies. So I'm sure it'll be the players' wives who are happiest. Look, it's strange circumstances, but fair play. I'd like to see all the Welsh clubs doing well, and if the investment comes off and it helps Wrexham get back into the Football League, then it can only be a good thing for Welsh football.
And I know, obviously, Newport County have a big global reach, as do the Argus, the BBC, etc. So if like Christian Bale, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Julia Roberts, Sandra Bullock, if any Hollywood superstars do happen to be listening to this, any message to them about the county?
Yeah, it's ideal. You get to London, within an hour and 45 minutes on a fast train. It's perfect. Cheaper property. Yeah, it's got a lot to offer. It's got the best transporter bridge in the world.
Thanks, Lee.
Cheers, Mike.
I guess it's almost a sign of age, but I think of Bolton, you got Okocha, Campo, all these names. It is a bit odd, isn't it, to be playing Bolton within not that long.
Yeah, listen, it's sad what's happened to them. The plight they've gone out. You say it's an age thing. I remember Sal Allardyce had them in Europe. It's. I think it's just showing us how old we're getting quickly, because they've been struggling now for a few years. But look, they've got plans to get back to where they were. Everybody would like those plans, but they got a great stadium there. They got some infrastructure. So look, it's a building project for them now, and hopefully they don't start building on Saturday.
I dare say with their manager as well. It's not like they're coming down thinking we're the championship side down here. They've got someone who knows the National League, don't they? So he's someone who will have them organised, and as you'd expect from a League Two side, I guess. Yeah,
listen, I played with Ian. At Blackpool. So we were teammates. I've actually come against him when he took over at Chesterfield. The season they went down, I thought he did a good job there as well. Look, it'll be a tough game, but it doesn't matter who's in the dugout. It's what the players do on the pitch, and if we can keep up our good form, then we're gonna give them a good game.
And I guess in terms of, there won't be any complacency, but your two League Two games have almost been trickier in a way than the Carabao Cup games, which shows what you drill in at the boys about how you need to be on it in League Two.
Yeah, listen, it's Scunthorpe away is never easy. Although I thought we should have won the game. Barrow, full of confidence, good players. Play good football. Got a good manager, David Dunn, who's taken over from, obviously an Everett. So the only thing I'll say is, if the way Barrow kind of play, you can expect a little bit of similar from Bolton, because they'll still have those traits from Ian from last season. So it'll look, like I said, I'm expecting a good game.
In terms of you as a coaching staff, I'd imagine that you're making sure that anyone who's thinking of Newcastle, given the competition in the squad, they'll miss out, won't they? If they get ahead of themselves.
Of course. Listen, the boys who start tomorrow, they'll be in the in pole position for Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever the game is. So yeah, there's going to be no complacency. Like I said, they know. Newcastle hasn't even been mentioned by the boys, and that's a credit to them.
You mentioned one or two more before signing Bradley Webb. Is there anything else on the horizon, or is that pushing that down to next week when it gets a bit closer?
Yeah, there'll be nothing today or this weekend. I don't think, but there might be room for one more. Next week. So yeah, we'll see.
Right. All good. All right. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Mike, where's Kevin Allison going to emerge from? Is he going to be around this weekend or not?
No, he won't this weekend. Yeah, look, we'll have a look at next week. He'll be back, raring to go, fully fit, which he is. So yeah, we'll start looking to up him more next week, if I'm honest, Rob.
Your lad shortchanged us in the week. You realise that? Only 390 passes instead of 552. I mean, we paid for the ball to be moved around.
Yeah.
A few more goals, but I mean,
Yeah, listen, like I said, we can't have it all, Rob. Put it this way, I'd rather more goals and a few less passes than I would more passes and less goals. Like I said, we've, the football we've been playing has been exceptional. The amount of passes, but listen, you've got to give Watford that credit as well. They pressed us. They're intelligent players. So yeah, it was harder, but like I said, I was very pleased with the way we played.
Well, it's interesting. They changed their system in the second half, didn't they? They had a lot more of the ball and they put you under a bit more pressure, but you stuck to the style.
Yeah, and apart from the penalty, which I'm not 100% sure it was, we defended well. You know what I mean? There was no real clear-cut chances. It was off the top of my head. It was a shot where he turned inside and just it went over the bar. But
yeah,
look, like I said, the boys have been doing their job exceptionally, and it's a credit to them. And I'm pleased for them more than anything.
I didn't quite understand the slight barb from you about talking after the game about, if players are going to sulk, this, that, and the other. I mean, were there any signs of that, or is that just you guarding against people, going off in a huff because you've got so much competition? What was the sort of background to that?
Well, no, I said Tuesday night after the game that nobody has been doing it. But there's no point in saying it after the horse is bolted, is there?
No, okay.
Like I said, let's get it out there now, out in the open. And like I said, if people ain't happy, they can come and knock on my door. And we have a conversation. My door is always open. I understand frustration, but there's ways to act, and that's what I'll be expecting from them.
Yeah. Is this the most competitive squad you've had?
Well, at the minute, yeah. At the minute it is, but you look at the team that got to the playoff final. Go on about squads, we could have had a squad of 30, and 8 or 9 of them would have picked themselves week in, week out that season. So it's not always about the squad. We just need to be fortunate with injuries and players keeping their form, because once they do that, there is a lot of competition, and they all push each other day in, day out. And then, I'm almost going into a situation where it doesn't matter if A plays or B plays, because I know what I'm going to get from it, and that's the positive.
Yeah, indeed. Just come back to this weekend. I guess the one thing you don't want is Owen Doyle running riot and getting off the mark. And they've got a seasoned campaigner up front there, haven't they?
Yeah, listen, he had a fantastic season last year with Swindon, and yeah, he's a good player. He's a player I've always liked, and we got to keep him quiet, because in the penalty area he is deadly. He's a great finisher. He's always on the move. And let's try and keep him quiet. Yeah.
And finally, if you wanted to put in a little bottle the essence of cup football within your DNA and maybe within the club, I mean, the next few days after Saturday, what are they going to be like building up to Newcastle? And what is it you do to the players to get them to, rise to the occasion so often?
Look, like I've said in the past, they're a good group of boys. They never get carried away, too carried away if they're doing well, or too down if they're doing, underperforming. It's the people around that get carried away or angry, more than they should. We've got to focus. We've got a goal, and we know what they are. We're a tight group, and like I said, there's been no talk whatsoever in Newcastle, because A, I wouldn't allow it, and B, they wouldn't do it, because we have full respect for Bolton, and we know it's going to be a really tough game first.
Yeah. Good man. Thank you. Best of luck this weekend.
Cheers all. Thank you.
All right. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Captain.